Hello everybody, welcome to another video. I get asked quite often what dashcam I use. Well, I use this one here, the Viofo A129 Pro. It served me quite well, and I think the quality is very good. It's a 4K camera at the front and a 1080p camera at the back, which does me okay. Put it this way, it's never let me down since I've had it, and I've had it quite a while. And when I bought it, I'm sure it was £250, so it's come down in price quite a bit. And yes, I did buy it with my own money. I don't always get sent free stuff, you know. But having said that, Viofo sent me this. They sent me this to review. It's the Viofo A229 Plus, and it's a free channel camera. It's only 2K at the front rather than the 4 in my last camera, but it's 2K on the rear camera. Apparently that's a first. They're always 1080p, so that's quite good. It's also got an interior camera, which is infrared, which is actually quite good. I've tested it out already, and it is pretty good. I will do a more in-depth review at a later date about this camera. I just wanted to get this out as soon as possible because they're having these Black Friday deals, and I know it's not Friday. But they're going until the 30th of November, so I had to be quick and get something out, otherwise you'll miss the chance of getting these cameras at a reduced price. I'll put all the links in the description and all the stuff that you need to go to this website here. You can also check it out on Amazon and see the difference in price. It's a lot cheaper if you go direct to Viofo, a lot cheaper. So we'll have a little look what you get with the camera. You get all of that. Not the bit down the bottom, okay? You don't get the memory cards. You have to buy them separately. But all that above it, that's all in the box. And this Black Friday deal, you don't have to buy this camera on this deal. You can buy anything. Go to the website. You can, if you've got a bit more money, you can get an improved version of my camera, the camera that they've just sent me, where it's 4K at the front. And everything else is pretty much the same. But you get 4K rather than 2K. You'll see the difference in the 4K and the 2K when I show you some clips in a minute. To be honest, I can't see a lot of difference between my old 4K and this 2K. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old. But you can go for this one if you want. Remember I did that review where I went round London doing the Monopoly thing? That's this camera. 86 quid for this camera. That I will recommend. If you only want a front camera and you don't want to install cables going all the way to the back and all that sort of stuff, I highly recommend this camera. I thought it was really a good bit of kit. So we're going to go off to the car now, and I'm going to show you a few little clips of the A229 Plus in action. We're going to start off in Luton of all places, where you can see the colours. You can see the red light. It's nice and bright there, the red light. As you can see it from the rear camera, there's quite a lot of reflection. That's because I've got really shiny luggage in the boot, and I haven't got my drawer thing over the luggage. I always take it out, it gets in the way. So that's why you got that reflection there. The luggage is really, really shiny. You'll see it in a minute when the luggage is gone, when I've got rid of my passengers. So we're looking at the blue car to the left hand side now that's coming along. We can see it's blue, and from the front we can see that we've got a red light. But he didn't see any of that. I saw it. My camera saw it, but he didn't.
Video protected.
Yes, and the camera actually talks to you. It's all voice controlled if you want. All you have to do is say that while you're driving along, and it will do all of that. I have tested a little bit of it, and it does work really, really well. You don't have to touch the camera at all. No buttons, no nothing. So we're coming into Luton Airport now. If some of you may know that there was a fire in Luton Airport, it was an electric car that they couldn't actually put out, so it's all changed where you drop people off. Unfortunately, Audis still have to be in front. As you'll see that he has to be in front. Goes up there and has to cut in. New camera, same old Audis. Yes, so if you're going to Luton Airport now, you go into this car park to the right hand side instead of going straight on, because the car that caught on fire has done so much damage down there that they couldn't put it out for a bloody couple of days or something, that you have to go into this car park. One good thing is though, it's free. You don't have to pay. You just drive in and drive back out after dropping your passengers. Or picking up. You pick up from here as well. So we're on the M1 now, coming back into London. As you can see, I've got rid of the shiny luggage. You can see a black line going across the front there, and I mean that is just my heated windows. It's catching them up, so I don't know, maybe I haven't positioned the camera in the correct place, but I guess I'll just get used to that, I think. Don't know, let us know what you think. But as you can see behind me, in lane 2, there's a lane hogger. He's not overtaking anything. And he hasn't done for quite a while, so he's going to get people undertake him now, because they won't do it correctly and wait for a gap to go to the other side, the right hand side, left as we're looking at it though. So they undertake him. And they get close to me and then pull out. But we are doing the speed limit. That's the annoying thing. We're doing the 70 mile an hour speed limit here, which is why we're quite all bunched up and no one's really overtaking anyone really. But look at this Mercedes, the entitlement again. Look at the braking distance to the car in front and the car behind that is left there. That's not good at 70 miles an hour. And if we go to the front, after that first car overtakes me, it does move over. Why so close? You can hear me saying, why is it so close to that car? But then it pulls in and does the famous, I'm pulling in and then I'm going to hit my brakes. Yeah, now put your brakes on. Thanks.
Video protected.
So the car in front of it moves back out into lane 2. I go back out into lane 2 now, because I'm going to overtake it. And look how close it is to the car in front of that. So let's see what the camera's like with the sun directly at it. I have got a filter on the camera. It came with a filter as well, and the sun is really bright there. And I think the camera does a really good job there. I know there's quite a few reflections coming up from my dashboard and everything there to the left and the right. But the actual sun, I think it handles quite well. If we go to the rear, you can see how bad the sun is, the way these drivers are reacting behind me. And the sun is that bad, I mean it really is that bright, that this cyclist over here, look, that I'll stop and highlight there, he can't see that red light, that the sun must be in his eyes so much that he couldn't see that red light. So I think the camera does a pretty good job in sunlight. So I've just froze it here. As we can't see the number plate on that car, we can see that it's an Audi. We can see that it's a left turn only lane that it's in. And when we run it forward, I can actually read the number plate. But you know what's going to happen. There's your Audi. Just can't manage it, can they? They just can't manage to get in the correct lane. Now in this next clip, I have a question. What is the driving etiquette of speed bumps? I'll show you in a minute what I mean. And the law on speed bumps for this scenario coming up. I will show you in a second. I don't mean these speed bumps where it goes right across the road. I mean the ones that are individually in the middle of your road, like this one coming up where that car has parked ridiculously over one. Now I want to be driving over the centre of that, i.e. my middle of my car going over there, so my wheels are going where the yellow arrows are. Less of a bump. Everyone does that, don't they? Now the problem lies with that car park there and on this road, where people come in the opposite direction think that that gap there is theirs, with no bump in it at all, and they will want to drive in the middle, making me put my one wheel there and one wheel over the bump. So I've got to drive slower and take the hit, if you know what I mean. Hopefully I've explained that well enough. I'll show you an example in a second, just further down this road, believe it or not. So the question is, if I don't move over and someone's going through that gap there and we clash mirrors, say, whose fault? I could have moved over to the left, but why should I hit the bump? Why are they not waiting the other side of that car? That's the scenario I'm thinking of. I'll show you an example just literally just down this road, a few feet down this road. So we're almost here. This car pulls out of this turning and just goes straight towards that bumperless gap there. So why should I take the hit on my car when he should be waiting for me maybe? I mean, that is really, really close. As you can see, the car bumped up and down. I did take a little bit of a bump, but if we'd have clashed, would that have been his fault or my fault? Bearing in mind, I was on my side of the road. He wasn't. Oh, and take a look at the cyclist. Another one that's coloured blind.
Video protected.
Now, in the last video that I did, I was behind the Maserati that was in lane 2. I was in lane 2 behind it, and I got quite a bit of stick from the people that don't know how motorways work that I was lane hogging. I said several times that I'm trying to overtake it, but I cannot get out. And you should not overtake on the left hand side, i.e. undertake. Having said that, I'm going to do that now to this lane hogger. Now look at him, he's in the inside lane and he's popped out into lane 2. Why? What the hell is he overtaking? That is a lane hogger. Now, do I go right across from lane 1, 2 and then into 3, overtake him and go all the way back to 1, or do I carry on going straight? Well, there is no ifs, buts or anything like that. I should actually go and pull around him on the right hand side. It's simple as that, and I don't, and that's my bad, and I shouldn't really be doing this. Sometimes on the odd occasion I do this, and it really is the odd occasion, they actually get the message. When I go past them, they actually move to the left hand lane. But I knew that this guy wasn't going to do that, because he had no one to overtake to actually be in the middle lane. So wherever he's getting off at, whatever junction he's getting off at off this A3, he is staying in that middle lane until he gets to that junction, and then he'd probably cut right across everyone to do that. So as we see this guy to the end here, don't forget this video was all about the camera that I've used. All these clips happened in one day of me, my first day of using this camera. So don't forget all the links that I put in the description of where to get it at a really good price at the moment, and anything else that's on that website. The Black Friday deals that they got are pretty damn good. So that's it for today, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.